Hello everybody and welcome back to LELB Society, which is a bilingual academy of English and Persian. I'm Dr. Hariri, the creator and founder of LELB Society, and in this video I'm going to give you some information in the form of a presentation based on an article, and I'm going to share the link to this article in the description area. The title is Best Way to Learn Farsi Quickly and Easily with 10 Proven Tips. And here's the table of contents, and as you can see, and this is typical of my presentations, I just focus on my notes and highlights to give you short and brief and at the same time useful information. So in this article we're going to show you 10 proven tips on learning Farsi online and the best way to learn Farsi. And I can skip the table of contents, and so this heading: how to learn Persian language easily. So learning Farsi seems to be formidable at first glance, especially with the Persian alphabet that is written from right to left, which is the opposite of the majority of Western languages. What's more, the letters of Persian alphabet are totally different from most Western languages in Europe and North America. This is because the Persian language belongs to the Indo-Iranian and also Indo-European and particularly Indo-Iranian language family, and modern Persian is written with Arabic characters. But this is totally wrong to think that actually Persian is very similar to Arabic. No, just the characters are very similar to each other. So, how to learn Farsi, 10 best tips. The best way to learn Farsi or Persian easily and fast. So, you might think that the Persian language must be a very difficult language to learn because of the dissimilarities or actually differences between Persian and the majority of Western languages. But this is just a myth, and we're going to debunk this myth here. Best Persian language resources. So in order to learn Farsi easily, first of all, you need to have access to best Persian language resources. We believe the best way to learn Farsi is the combination of both live classes through synchronous learning and asynchronous learning through participating in Persian forums and discussion boards that include multimedia as well, not just plain text, by the way. However, both online Farsi classes and learning Farsi asynchronously do require best Persian language resources. And I'm going to share you the links to these actually content and materials, for example, best Persian language resources and so on. So the main characteristics of best Persian language resources for non-Persian speakers. And here it goes. We believe the following criteria should be met for Persian language resources to be considered appropriate. 1. Persian language resources should certainly include multimedia, for instance, embedded podcasts, videos, etc. In other words, Persian course books and textbooks with just plain text cannot satisfy current Persian learners' needs for today's life. 2. Farsi learning resources need to be updated regularly to meet the communicative needs of Persian learners that might change as time goes by. So no further explanation is required. Persian language learning materials and resources should be useful, interesting, and motivating for Persian students based on content-based instruction or CBI. Otherwise, Farsi learners might quit learning this sweet and fantastic language. And what is content-based instruction? I'm going to share the link to this article here in the description area, but in short, it means that the material and also subject matter that Persian language learners are exposed to must be useful, interesting, and up to date. 4. Farsi resources and materials should be suitable for all age groups and academic purposes. Accordingly, these materials need to be categorized according to various age brackets, language skills, and the like. 5. Persian resources should be completed with experienced Farsi teacher support through asynchronous channels of communication, namely common forums and Persian forums. So these criteria, or actually points, should be made and considered for any Persian language resources to be considered appropriate or suitable for non-Persian non-Persian speakers. All right, the next heading, 100 best Persian short stories with English translation. One best way to learn Farsi and immerse Persian students in this language is certainly Persian short stories with English literature, with English translation, particularly with our great enriched literature, Persian literature. We can learn a great number of Persian vocabulary in real context, that is, short stories in Farsi, and get more familiar with Persian literature at the same time. And this is the beauty of that. So, 100 best short stories in Farsi with English translation, videos, podcasts, and interactive comment forums and discussion boards. So, at LELB Society, our website, with the address at the bottom right corner of your screen, which is a bilingual academy of both English and Persian, our Farsi students can access and read over 100 short stories in Farsi with English translation, embedded videos and podcasts taught based on flipped learning and interactive common forums and Persian forums to learn Farsi asynchronously. Persian learners at the LELB Society can perform oral reproduction of short stories in Farsi. We call it Bayan Shafahi Dastan in Farsi to practice speaking in our online Persian classes. Additionally, our Farsi learners can join our Persian forums to complete open-ended or unfinished stories in Farsi to practice writing interactively and creatively. So these are some other additional activities that our Persian students can just perform in order to add more light and joy to their learning, because learning at the LELB Society is not just limited to 1 or 2 hours per week, which is ridiculous. In 1 or 2 hours you cannot learn any language, in a standard way, in an ideal way. So you need to be immersed in Farsi, and we try to immerse you in this language by engaging you in some particular activities like actually leaving comments, attending or joining forums, and so on and so forth. Best Farsi class for adults. Learning Farsi both in our live classes and before and after live classes, that is asynchronous learning, actually is one of the most important, let's say, pillars at the LELB Society, our website. So, best online courses in Farsi. Best online Farsi course for non-Persian speakers, including both live classes and learning Farsi asynchronously. At LELB Society, as an online Farsi school, Persian learners can study over 400 Farsi lessons with videos and ask us their questions asynchronously about the lessons in the common forums and Persian forums. All these lessons are neatly organized around interesting topics that any Farsi student should know to use the language effectively and efficiently. So, the topics are very, very significant to Persian learners. For example, table manners in Iranian culture, Tarof and Nowruz, and particularly some traditions, in our language. Our Persian teachers are all bilingual and can speak both Farsi and English equally well. Like me, I'm one of those bilingual teachers, and I can speak both Farsi and English almost equally well. At LELB Society, we do not teach from other authors' books or resources, as we have been developing original content in Farsi since 2017. So this is another dividing line between LELB Society and our peers. We do not teach from other people's books. First of all, we are content developers. The main portion of learning Farsi takes place asynchronously at the LELB Society, which is particularly suitable for adult Persian learners. And remember, if you have any question, you can just leave a comment at the bottom of this video if you're watching this video from our YouTube channel or any other social media. Okay, studying Persian in our Farsi school is on free trial. You can try everything free. This means that you can try both live classes and also monthly subscription or membership, that is asynchronous learning, free, no strings attached, before registration, before paying any money. Okay, and the majority of our Persian learners and also English learners are learning these two languages asynchronously through monthly subscription or membership without any live classes, because actually joining or attending live classes, particularly if the number goes really high, that would be somehow expensive and costly. But you can just pay for one monthly subscription. You can access all the educational services, and you can try everything free. Learn Farsi in Persian Forums asynchronously. The main rhetorical question is, why not learn Farsi online in both synchronous classes and also asynchronous learning without any time limit? So this is the best to use the amalgamation of both live classes and synchronous learning and asynchronous learning in the form of common forums and Persian forums. Remember, and our forums, asynchronous channels of communication, support both audio or voice plus text commenting systems. It means you can leave voice messages as well. So best Persian forum for non-Persian speakers to practice writing and speaking by leaving text and voice messages asynchronously. So this is one of our strong points at the LELB Society, to teach our Persian students in our online Farsi classes and support them ceaselessly based on asynchronous learning as well. For the latter part, we are running the best Persian forum for non-Persian speakers to exchange questions, answers, and opinions asynchronously. And we come to the end of this presentation. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, any comment, do not hesitate to leave them in the comment box right below this video. And also you can visit our website at lelb.net. The domain is at the bottom right corner. And you can ask for free trial and try everything, leaving comments and voice and text comments, and receiving comments, text and voice from us at any time. That is called particularly asynchronous learning, not necessarily learning any language at in a live class. And you can try everything free. Thank you so much for your attention. Take care and see you soon. Bye bye. خدا نگهدار. خداحافظ.